beginning of it was just, Lord, you open the door and I'll go through it. I have no idea how to get out there. I just got to the point where I really started realizing that the music I like to listen to and the worship music that I played were kind of two different styles of music. And I was like, well, what would happen if you kind of smash those together? And so that was what the Grace Like Rain album was. It was an independent record that was just us trying to make worship music that musically was the music we enjoyed. And then God just had a totally different idea. We thought we were going to sell it at youth camp, and God's done all this with it. And so we've just kind of been along for the ride, trying to figure out how to continue to be effective and just honest and still lead people into contact with the presence of the Lord in a completely different environment. It's been awesome. God definitely had to kind of take my character and refine me, and pride was a big one. I mean, if this had happened years ago, I would have been this arrogant kid that thought he was the king of the world, and God has taken those years to break me. And so we get here and we're like, look, this isn't about us at all. We are terrible. This is completely about the Lord, so make sure He gets all the glory. I started writing pretty young. I'm not a great songwriter, and that doesn't mean that I don't have any great songs. It means that I'm not this craftsman. I mean, like Billy Crockett and some of these guys I've met in the industry, man, they're artists. They make these beautiful songs. I'm more just like a good listener. I'm just driving down the road in the van and go, yes, Lord. What? Okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, got it. I mean, I don't do a whole lot of sitting around trying to figure out the right word for this. For me, it's really, I mean, I usually write most of my songs in about 5 minutes, about as long as it takes to get through it. They just kind of come out, and then I have to sit down and write them down. And that's about it.
Oh God, I'm my Savior and my friend. You're all I am and all I want to be. It's you, oh God.
I like to wear my hair long. My mom doesn't necessarily like that all the time, and she'll drop little hints, it might look really nice if you cut your hair, that kind of thing, but this is part of how God made me, and sometimes just finding who that is and being that person, that's a celebration of the Lord, of His creativity and who He made you to be, saying, hey, yeah, I wear jeans and t-shirts, and I want to wear the same thing on the stage as I have on right now. I wear my hair long. I don't usually put on my shoes. Why? Because that's who I am. God made me like this, and I enjoy being that person.